Good morning. Welcome to Crochet with Nonna Rosanna. I'm Rosanna. And today is WIP weekend number 75. It is September 23rd, 2023. I hope everyone's had a great week. I had a nice week. I been taking it easy. I hurt my knee and my hamstring playing baseball a few weeks ago, and it's still not back to normal, so I'm trying to rest it as much as possible. But my mom and I did go into Toronto. We went to an Italian grocery store and we picked up some Romano cheese and some Parmesan cheese. The quality is next to none. It's straight from Italy, and we try and go as often as we can. When mom's feeling good, we usually go about once a month. But we haven't gone in a few months because she's just not been up to it at all. And I said, Mom, I'm going. I need to get some cheeses. So she came with me. We had a great day. We got some cold cuts right from Italy. And they have fresh bread there too that they bake right in store. So we got some bread and we sat out in the car and had some lovely sandwiches. So it was a lovely afternoon. We left the house probably around 11 o'clock and the highway was atrocious, like 40 kilometers, which is, I'm not even sure, 35 miles an hour on our major highway, the 401, and we just took our time. We always have great conversations when it's just the two of us, and we really had a good time. So we did that on Wednesday, and Thursday I made a trip to Costco, which, as you know, costs a fortune. The prices are only going higher and higher. So, I had to get cleaning supplies, toilet paper, paper towels, the basics that you need around the house, and but they add up to hundreds and hundreds of dollars. So that's what I did. Nothing exciting this week at all. Colin's mom is still in the hospital. She is in the rehab center now. So she is walking around and she's doing better. We have no idea how long she's going to be there. It's been um, probably 5 weeks now that she's been in, and we think she's doing fine, but everything keeps popping up and we're not sure what's going on. So, and thank goodness that we have our health care is provided by what's called OHIP, which is, I can't even remember what it's for, but it looks after all our costs in the hospital and medications. So we don't have to sell our homes to get the care that we need. So, yes, we have higher taxes in Canada, but our health care is provided for us. So that's wonderful. And I think that's about it for the week. Nothing exciting. Very, very boring life. I love it. I'm a homebody now. I used to be out when I was younger. I wanted to go out all the time and party and have fun and, go to our friend's house. Now we have, a few couples over for dinner and we have fun. But tonight, which is Saturday, we are going to our baseball banquet. So I'm looking forward to that. It's not very far. I'm not a big drinker. I'll probably have a glass or two of wine before dinner and then go to my soda water afterwards. So I'm driving and I'm driving a few of the other women too. So my husband and I are looking forward to that. And that's our plans for this weekend. So I'm looking forward to banquet. Hopefully my leg is well enough that I can get up and dance a little bit. If not, I'll dance in my seat. So that's what I'm looking forward to this weekend. I hope you're going to have a great weekend too. So let's get started on my WIPs. My first one is my paint by number. I have done nothing on it, so I'm not even going to show you. The next is diamond painting, and it is so boring right now because I decided I was going to do all of the black first. So I'll just show you it. So I have completed this one side and I'm almost there. So I'm hoping by next week I'll be able to start on the skeleton because I'm really looking forward to this one because it glows in the dark. Parts of the skull glow in the dark. So I'm really looking forward to that. So, and I'm hoping I can get a picture for you. And this was just purchased at Michael in their Halloween decorations. I've got a few Halloween decorations up already, but I haven't put any most of them up. I probably won't do that for another week or so. The beginning of October is usually when I do our house. And speaking of Halloween, I have been working on my cross stitch. I've got it right here. Let me get rid of it. And it's Got a lot of colors. They're all messed up, but that's, I'm really enjoying this. But like, I feel like I'm cutting and restarting every time because there's so many colors. Like just in this cat here, you think it's all black, but there's like 6 different colors of black and purples in the cat. So I've been working diligently on it every morning, and I've been working a little bit on down the edges. It's all going to be blocked off. So basically, I keep saying the top 2 rows, but I keep going back and I keep finding something that I've missed. So I'm working. I'm hoping to get this done before Halloween. So that's what, and I've been doing this mostly in the mornings. And when I say, like, I get up at 5:30, by the time I have my coffee, watch the news or whatever, I have a good 2 hours in the morning to do this, and it's just so slow, but I'm loving the outcome of it. And that's not the only one I'm working on. I'm working on this skull here. That's the picture of it. Let me open up this. And I'm really enjoying my cross stitch. I was sitting there the afternoon watching something on TV, and I thought, I'm not going to crochet. I'm going to cross stitch. Get this open. Here we go. So this one definitely will be done because it's a lot. It's a, oh, how do I explain it? There's only a few colors, but it is 14 gauge, which is a smaller square. But I have gotten all this blue done here. So I've got the other half. Everything that's green will be blue once I get that in. And I'm not even sure if you can see. Oh, there you can see the cross stitching. And with the blue, it's very neat on the back. There's hardly any where I tie off. But when you look at this at the back, I'm not a professional. I have no idea what I'm doing. I just do what I do. But look at the backs here. You can see how much I've done basically from the back. But there's like spots here where there's just so many colors that I'm tying in that it's messy at the back, but nobody's going to see it as long as the front is neat. That's all that counts. So I'll be working on this afternoon. I'm just going to relax. Not sure what I'm going to watch. Probably true crime and my crochet videos because I'm always behind on those. I keep saying I'm going to start in the morning and just nonstop watch it, but something always comes up. So that was my cross stitch, and I guess on to crochet and a little bit of knitting. I was going to make 2 bats for my grandsons, and then my husband and I decided the little one probably needs to go. So I am just winging it here. So, you know, I did the typical top, and I'm just going to come down a little bit and then decrease it a couple stitches and then increase back to 48 stitches round. And then I'm going to make a bottom for it. And I'll probably do a shell stitch around the bottom so it has like the little wavy goes. I'm not going to put any arms. I'm not going to use, he's 2 years old, so I'm not going to use safety eyes. I am going to just sew some black in for the eyes and the mouth and everything. So I started that last night, so I'll be working on this today if I can get away from the cross stitching. So that's my first WIP, and the ghost will probably go to Levi next week, so I may only have a picture of it to show you. But that's my first WIP I'm working on. And I decided to start another knitting. Like, I don't have enough knitting going on. My knitting C2C has grown an inch, so I didn't bring it in here. And what I'm working on is a hat for Paige, and it is, the yarns I'm using are Dragonfly Fiber Studios, and the colors are just spectacular. I've started the brim in the pink, and they do have stellina in them. I think that's how you pronounce it. And this is a 75% superwash merino wool and 25 nylon, and it is a fingering weight. I went out and got some very, very tiny needles to do it on. So I started this yesterday, and I've basically done one, two, 6 rounds so far. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the majority of the pink for the brim, and that way I can fold up because it will be a thin hat. It won't be great for the dead of winter, but for fall and spring it'll be perfect. And Paige just loves the sparkle yarn, so I'm going to try. It'll be a striped hat. I'm not sure if I'll be able to get all the colors in there, but that's what I've started on here. And it it's difficult for me because I've never really knitted something so tiny. I worked on that shawl, but it was slowly, and I want to get this one done as soon as I can. But I think you can see the sparkle in it, and she's just going to love it. She, when she saw this yarn, she said, "Is this for me?" And I said, "Of course, anything she wants." So I don't believe I'll be using all of it. There are 100 grams in here, and I think I only need about 50 grams for her hat. So I do have another pack of these, and I may make a hat for her and one for my mom and one for my daughter. So hopefully I can get this all done. And mom's hair is coming in because the last time she went for chemo, they actually didn't do the chemo. They're giving her other things to help her body, and she's got little peach fuzzes coming back now. So we're happy to see that. And to get back to my mom, she has a CAT scan next week, and then we go to the doctors the following week to find out the results to see if they're going to proceed with anything or if it's good for now. It is stage 4, so basically they are prolonging my mom's life. And this time last year, after she turned 80 years old, probably in November, is when she started feeling really sick, and we didn't think she'd make it. And mom's going to be 81 this year, so next month. So I want to get a sparkle hat for my mom so she can wear it over her peach fuzz. So that's a WIP I'm working on. And the other WIP I'm working on is my C2C blanket. And I've almost finished my first cake of yarn. I've probably got another 2 rows in here. And I can't get over the colors. I wasn't sure what I was going to do at first with this yarn, but I just love it. So what I have done, I have started to decrease one side so it turns into a rectangle, but the colors are just spectacular. I'm loving this, and it's 36 inches wide, so 3 feet wide, so it'll be perfect. I hope I can, what I'm going to try and do is I'd like to get it at least 4 feet deep, and if I run out, this is for me, so I'll just find another skinny cake and cut colors out that I think will match when I finish it up, because I'd like to get at least another 6 inches of length before I start decreasing both sides. And I love, I mentioned it last time, the edges are so straight because the third crochet I don't do in the chain 3. I actually do it right in the very end of the yarn from the row before, and that way it keeps it nice and straight and it's not as baggy. So it's a lightweight 3. I'm using a 5mm hook. No, I'm not. This is the wrong hook. Don't know how that got in there. I thought I was using a 4.5. I'll have to check my notes on that, and I do have my notes, but let's see where I was last week. I was here, so I did about 4 inches, and yeah, there we go. Where is it? I can't find it. It's on this side, that's why. Sorry about that. So yeah, I was there, and I did all that. So that is my other WIP I've been working on. And the lightweight 3, it takes much longer than a worsted or an Aran weight yarn to make my projects, because I use a 5.5 or a 6mm hook for that. But I do like the way it's turning out, and it's a nice light blanket that when you're not too cold, but you just have a little chill, it'll be perfect to put it on. And I think that's it. Let me just check my patterns here. I have a little notebook that I make notes on. So if I forget something, it's my own fault because I try and prepare as much as I can. I sit down and I write everything that I have done in the week. And I have two completed items. I finished the second bat, and this is for Keegan. He is 8 years old now. So this will be going to Keegan, and I used a red heart with the sparkle in it. Oh, you can see it there. And it's such a cute pattern. I love this pattern. And the wings are done in a circle and then folded in half. And then at the ends, to get the little bumps here, she just has you do 2 double crochets when you're joining it together. So it's like 2 double crochets and single crochets and then 2 double crochets. So I just love this pattern. I will link it below. It is by Rose and Lily Crochet, and it's the Easy Bat pattern. And I love the sparkles in it. So that is for Keegan, and I will get the ghost done for Levi. And then my final object is my marquee blanket for the month. The movie was Dark Shadow, and I will put a picture of the movie marquee here. And it's put on by Heather the Crochet Witch. Bella's, I've wrote it down because I mess Bella up all the time. Bella's Crochet Gifts and Gifts. Sorry, Bella's Crochet and Gifts. Sorry, Bella. And the third is Amethyst Craftworks. So I really liked the colors in this. Like I said last week, I wasn't feeling good. The weekend before, I wasn't feeling good. Got a little bit behind, so I made a very, very simple blanket, very simple pattern. And I'll show you the blanket here. And I thought I'd get 3 rounds of each color done, but it would have been way too long, so I just ended off with one short. So the yarns I used for this, Cerulean, and it's a red heart with love. And black is just a red heart super saver. Lavender is the purple color. And the red is Tomato by Craftsmart. I've got that upside down too. I'm so sorry. Craftsmart. And I love the way it turned out. I like the black in there because it really makes the colors pop. And this is my own pattern. And I started off with 2 rows of the black in the double crochet. And then I did 1 row of double crochet, 3 rows of the V-stitch, and I didn't border it because I do 2 double crochets at each end, and it kind of forms its own border. And then I repeat. And it is just a multiple of 3. And I chain 3, chain 3, chain 3 till the width. And then I double crochet in the 4th. So that chain is a double crochet and just a chain 3 multiple for whatever width you like. And I really like it because it has a little bit of openness in it, but warm enough to keep somebody warm. So that was my marquee blanket of the month. And that's done. I got my shawl done that I do every month, and I'm still working on my book cover inspiration. I ran out of the colors, so in my corners, I'm going to put a different color. So in the 4 corners, I thought I'd have enough, but I didn't. There was almost 600 yards of yarn, and I went with a 5mm, and I usually use a 5.5. I went with the recommended hook size, so there's a piece of fluff right in front of me. So I'm working on that, and that'll be done before the end of the month. So I'm very pleased how this turned out. So another blanket will be donated to a senior's home. I've decided to do 2 seniors' home. And my daughter's friend is a nurse, and she looks after individuals that are at the hospital waiting to get into a senior's home. So I may give her a few blankets and I'll be able to take it up there and I'll be able to see the people that I'm giving it to. So I'm really looking forward to that. So I'm not sure how many blankets I've done. The end of November, what I'll be doing is I'll be washing every single blanket and then I'll put them in a clear bags or gar big dark garbage bags and taking them to the homes the beginning of December so they can hand them out as Christmas gifts at Christmas time. So that's what I did this week. This weekend, like I said, we're going to our baseball banquet, and I'm looking forward to that. Other than that, we'll just be doing things around the house. It's been getting cold, and while I was sick, the flowers didn't get watered. I didn't even think of them or think to ask my husband to water the flowers. So they all died. So I just got rid of those this week and got a few for pots for fall flowers. So I'm looking forward to decorating my front porch. I've got the fall flowers out there now, and I've got my reusable pumpkins and be putting some of my diamond paintings in the window for Halloween. So I'm looking forward to that. So I hope you have a wonderful WIP weekend. I hope you get all your WIPs done if you want to. If not, just enjoy and relax. And I will see you. I had promised Neva that I would join the 100 days of Halloween, but then I got sick and I didn't do it. So I think I'll join her for 31 days of Halloween. I'll start in October and I will do some Halloween things in October, Neva. I'm so sorry. This my illness really knocked me for a loop. I'm almost back to normal, except like I said, my knee is hurting me now. But I'm looking forward to doing some extra things for Halloween this year. So have a wonderful WIP weekend, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.